FlyQuest vs SR Game 4. I chose the last game of the series to go over, mostly because, to me, at this point, like, you know, when you're 4 games into a series, you have followed each other out. Like, you know what direction you're going. As far as I know, because I didn't even watch the other games, but everyone said Quad completely destroyed Palafox in pretty much every game. At this point, you would assume that you would have more people around mid and fix that issue. Or you would draft something that at least prevents you from losing. Now, looking at the draft, you know, we have a Hui and a Syndra. And that's not a particularly hard matchup. Like, he should be perfectly fine in this matchup. Their bot lane is it's a good fighting bot lane against another good fighting bot lane. And they have a winning matchup for Fudge over time. The Skarner can have... It depends. He can have pretty reasonable value in the game if he does it well enough, but this guy is going to farm, and he's going to out-farm him by a lot. So if he makes mistakes, this guy's just going to blast the game open. So I just want to see, does SR actually perform the way they should, and it's just FlyQuest, you know, just outmaneuvers them.
So in scrim, so let's watch the magic unfold.
This is going to be a fun one. It's definitely getting into the wacky stages. So many of the teams getting banned out before the
So it's very typical to see teams get a Raptor ward. They also place the ward on their own side to see if the enemy wards it, which in this case, yes, they did. They have bush control, but they don't know that there's a middle ward, I believe. Loses the bone plate, which kind of sucks. Not the greatest, to be honest. I mean, like, the Void lost more HP to create that situation. He's down his spot already. Yes, the other guy's down his spot, but yeah, he lost more HP just to gain push. Ouch. Wow, he actually is getting railed in mid lane again. Like, what? How did he get to this HP in this matchup? Yo, he must be played awful to be getting hit by Syndra Qs, Syndra Ws this much, and the enemy's mid is not even remotely in a low, like, HP value? Like, this guy's up a pot, by the way, at half HP. Like, he is hard winning this matchup, and he gets his splash for free. Wow. That's really, really bad. Now, interesting enough, if you look at the bot lane, they are building the wave. Yeah, it's a little awkward to finish it out, per se. But in all purposes, I mean, they should be able to finish this. They're going to hit level 3 first. And it looks like they kind of slowed it down a little bit. Like, they kind of got cold turkey, like cold feet to really, like, go any further. So the wave is flipping around, which gives Skarner a chance to gank it. And, I mean, if you use it to Z this way, by the way, it's never a gank. So, like, waiting 10 seconds feels awful and pretty bad. I would not do this if I was Skarner. That's so bad that they lived, by the way. I mean, like, he is so behind on his clear just because of that. And now Tryndamere is going to start ahead. So Tryndamere knows he's going to basically finish his full clear and be able to run the bot to drag. Maybe even before Skarner even gets to his Gromp. That's pretty awful. Okay, it looks like Xayah got the base through. Yeah, he's going to go down some CS, but it's really not that big of a deal. Meanwhile, mid is slow losing. Yes, they did send Leona after the fact of that play to look for something, but at that point, what? This guy just wants to reset? He has no mana? He has to reset. He has no mana. So they can't even do anything with this timer. They finally have a support timer, and they can't do anything with jungle timer because he has to farm, or else he's going to be mega behind. I doubt that they were going to go and fight the Gnar. I find that very unbelievable that they would actually try it when he has a Mega. Maybe if he had Mini Gnar coming off, like he just got done with Mega, now he's in Mini Gnar, they could dive. Otherwise, no. So this guy gets a crab for free, which feels good for him, but he is down a buy to the Tryndamere in bot lane. And then meanwhile, this entire time, time, by the way. So, like, he gets the crab, right? At this point, do I believe that anything's actually going to happen in bot lane? Probably not. Like, they're playing way too safe. And, you know, again, his priority should be, he should move over, especially if they move this way. Like, the support should move up a little bit, unless, ooh, but they're gonna trim the wave. The support can't really move that way. But once Syndra shows back, I mean, it would be really nice if Skarner actually, like, clears the vision on the right and can at least pressure just a little bit. I mean, these guys also have, they don't have a ward. I really want them to be able to connect through the river. Everything's just so obvious. It's so obvious. Because they need to find a way to get people into mid. Like, they need, like, this is the whole plan. They need to find someone to get into mid. I mean, he could start hitting the drag, I guess, or see if there's a pink, which he should do at the very least. And then maybe he could start hitting the drag, but then the Syndra's gonna move first, which is not ideal. So, I don't know. I just don't see how... I mean, like, they just dove them straight up. I mean... well done to them, I guess. Damn. I didn't really think they were just gonna fucking straight on dive them, especially because, like, they know Tryndamere's in the area. So it looks like FlyQuest also didn't believe that they were just gonna straight up dive, because if Tryndamere's here, like, he's gonna start railing you, and that can be a little awkward. So, I mean, good for SR. I mean, they just fucking went for it. They just flipped that, like, Tryndamere would not be there, and it worked out. And of course, Skarner did get level 6 from the minions or the crab? He got 6 from... oh, the wave. Got it. He got 6 from the wave. So that also gave them a good indication to go for it. Which, in this case, you know what? It's Syndra's always game priority, and so she started moving down, but she didn't commit any further. They could have definitely cleared out this pink and just, like, kind of ruined the situation if Syndra committed going down, but they did. So I guess you could say that FlyQuest put too much effort into thinking about playing for quads lane only and playing for jungle only. Not anything else.
Once again, gets a danger. Shopify ready for another play. It's first blood of B-Boy. Contracts followed up with LT. So now that's 2 kills for Shopify Rebellion. There you go. That is going to go a long way. Inspired finishes up his Krugs as they do it, but so much value here from this Skarner. The ganks on bottom side are really paying off.
Still, the Tryndamere will be ahead in his clear on top side. At this point, they should have swapped. I actually don't know why they didn't, and the only reason why I can assume is that they want to play for the drag. But Tryndamere knows, like, he wants to keep clearing his shit. And so he doesn't want that to be the case. Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising that FlyQuest also didn't just... well, they didn't swap because they don't have TP. That's why FlyQuest didn't swap. And so, like, they want to match it, but... I don't know. At the end of the day, I guess matching's, like, okay. But they don't have any mid control, so it's just gonna be kind of like screwed.
Very, very heavily buffed, so I think for sure that is a great first item. And then the flicker blade second sounds really interesting for Tryndamere. It's just the constant, you turn into a Beyblade, right? It's a constant. And
at this point, you know, when they get this wave in, like Leo should be gone. Like Leo should be going mid to affect the Syndra lane. But he's just kind of like, they're just watching Masu 2v1, and they actually end up finishing out the Grubs with no punish on mid, no crossplay on bot. That's rough. Overall, that's just a net loss for SR in that moment. Now they're swapping because the wave actually aligns for them. The Scion's gonna get TP, and they got full Grubs, and so the Tryndamere is gonna finish out his camps, probably base, and they're gonna play for plates if possible. And so they're ahead of the swap, so Scion gets to crash. He's gonna be able to maybe get a plate on bot. Very nice. And it looks like they're actually, because they see that they're matching, they changed their plans to make sure that they get the first drag. So FlyQuest is now maneuvered to get both the Grubs, the full Grubs, and the drag.
Gonna be very hard to fight through himself.
That's rough.
I'm not spotted in this location. Contract's gonna look.
Yeah, there we go. That's the slam they need. Busio takes a ton of damage, but he's not dead yet. B-Boy wasn't there in time, but now a very nice grab of Azu. Forces out the Featherstorm as well as he flashes back away to the three-man route. B-Boy and the rest of Shopify Rebellion have a flashback of the wall now. As Inspired will use the Endless Rage to escape in time. He spins away the centering.
It's not bad. I mean, like, their trio is playing pretty well around each other. I mean, because they took the dragon, Leona knows that they have to connect back in the top. I mean, that's like what FlyQuest goal is. They have to connect back into the top. They do have Sion TP. Like, Syndra TP'd mid.
In this location, Contract
There's some decent vision on the right side, and they could, in all purposes, push this wave, crash into Xayah, and recontrol bot river, and try to affect mid, but at this point, they're kind of giving up on that notion, and they're looking for the ambush play.
in this location, Contract's gonna look.
Yeah, there we go. That's the slam they need. Busio takes a ton of damage.
Oh, you know what? He's actually super fucking dead if they just Skarner R.
Contract's gonna look.
This is good play. They just have to... He just needs to Skarner R... Ooh, he really can't, because it looks like
Not been spotted in this
he gets
location.
charmed.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, man, the fucking R actually came out at such a good time. Because I think he's not CC'd anymore, so if he's Skarner R's, he doesn't hit anything.
A ton of damage, but he's not dead yet. B-Boy wasn't there in time, but now
And they end up getting this guy, which is like, okay.
B-Boy wasn't there in time, but now
He missed his big rocket, unfortunate.
out the Featherstorm as well as he flashes back away for the three-man route. B-Boy and the rest of Shopify.
They had this flash because the Syndra moved first.
Through him.
Big old
Which, if this is happening and this is the play,
Gonna look.
technically, you know, it's kind of annoying for Palafox, but technically he should just ruin his conditions to stop Syndra from moving. And if he does that, they can definitely win this top situation more. And they probably could CC layer this a little bit better. Like, to be honest, it would be better for him to just kind of Skarner R sooner, and then pull this guy over, and then add the stuns from Leo. For sure. Okay, he just threw like the... Like, you know he could just press EE, right? EER, and Syndra is just like really screwed. Like, he definitely could do it that way. But he does EW for some odd reason, which is, like, pretty whatever. But at least they got some stuff. I mean, Syndra lost her flash, Xayah lost her flash again. Now, again, like, once again, you can play on mid pretty well. Like, Leo's gonna have a timer on mid, but Hui has the base first. I don't know if he has TP or not. Looks like he already used TP.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he thought the vision in the bush or just didn't see it coming out, but either way, wasn't able to react, and at the end of the day, they have to flash out with the ulti. And in this time, we haven't fired in there, it's kind of tanking it up. Masu's not able to hit, Lucio wasn't able to go back in, and I think it means Quad have to flash out, so definitely good play, I feel like, for Shopify.
right there, so.
So he's on mid. There's no play.
Kind of tanking it up. Masu's not able to hit, definitely good play, I feel like, for Shopify.
Skarner is trying to do some camps. It's actually pretty even and clear so far, which is good. That's definitely good for Skarner.
Yeah, and I think what he's exactly trying to do there is if you interrupt him in mid-jump, and you clear out the wave at the same time, maybe before the flash or potentially threaten that solo kill.
Oh!
He's exactly trying to do there is if you interrupt him in mid-jump, and you clear out the wave at the same time, maybe you can force the flash or potentially threaten that solo kill.
Yeah, Quad now wants to step out of the way of the Impale, but he can't quite clear it, which means Busio. Yeah, Quad now.
Okay, first off, does he not have his ulti?
Wants to step out.
Force the flash or potentially threaten.
Is there no Hui R?
Yeah, Quad now.
Because at this point, you know,
Wants
I assume I should be seeing some actual spells coming out of him. I mean, at the very least, I should see an EW coming out to attach onto Quad. And I mean, that's just horrendous. We're going to see what he did on the wave, because it looks like he uses his W. So this is W. He definitely has his E still.
You can force the flash or potentially threaten that solo kill.
Yeah, Quad now wants to step out of the way of the Impale, but he can't.
Played this horribly, by the way. Horribly.
Wants to step out of the way of the Impale.
Not sure why Skarner got off the Syndra either.
Or potentially threaten that solo kill.
Yeah, Quad now.
I mean, Leo just needs to have Q ready, spawn Q so you stun the Rakan. And Palafox has his R, his QW, he has his E. Like, he should have a lot of damage to come out. Granted, the only problem is that she has mercs, so, like, there is a chance she could just live. But at least they're trying something. It's just not really well executed. And yeah, I mean, the guy just kind of dies. And that's, I mean, like, he just, I don't know. Inspired just, like, picked up 2 for doing nothing. Now he loses his red. That sucks. Zaya even got a plate out of that situation. Was pretty nice. Now they're putting their duo on mid. Same with the enemy team. That's hard. Herald's coming up, but Inspired still making sure he's getting his clear done. Okay, that's kind of surprising to see. So they don't know where Tryndamere is, right? They're in the river. These guys are walking down the river. Yeah, Tryndamere could be around with them, in theory. The Gnar's about to hit Mega and could possibly dip to get a TP situation going for himself. Zaya's still down Flash, so it's not like it's easy for her to connect compared to the Corki. I'm actually surprised Leo doesn't just E into this guy, because this guy should not be in the river, by the way. Like, they're set up. Like they know at least Tryndamere is not in the area that immediately help. Same with the Syndra, based on the ward they have. Like, they can see Syndra moving back and forth here. So I'm surprised to not see Leo E come out. And they could have actually already started screwing Busio over. Like, this is, like, very illegal, what's happening. Like, this is very illegal. And he got away with it for whatever reason. And he doesn't want to commit further at this point because, well, I don't know. Again, I guess they're just scared. I mean, the Corki's not even moving.
Trying to hop out here with a grand entrance. Contracts does a little bit of damage to him. Seo's nearby, but they do not.
The Syndra's, by the way, hella caught. They don't have the reach.
Want to commit too many resources. Contracts does a little bit of damage to him.
I mean, Leo at this point literally should just be straight walking to Syndra. And they actually should extend it into her because she has no flash. But they're like not registering it. Now they're trying to get to it, but it's a little late. And during this entire time, you know, Fudge is just dying. Because Inspired literally said, good luck topside, like we're not fighting for that. And he already started progressing into bot. And so this is where you see the difference between the two teams. You have Busio, who is fake flexing in your face the entire time because he's playing Rakan with flash heal. Meanwhile, the Tryndamere is not even bothering with this contested area, even though in many ways, like, he probably could contest it. Like, looking from the map, like, he could possibly contest. Oh, actually, you know what? While his mid laner is, like, good to go, I would say that his bot lane, they're probably saying, or he feels that his bot lane is too weak. So wherever SR is leading, he is okay progressing away. And also the idea that, oh, well, if the dragon is gonna spawn, you know, I'm super down to get closer to, like, the Drag Soul versus doing the Herald. Like, the Herald doesn't matter nearly as much to me. So now SR is trying to swing into bot to take the Herald, but he actually clears it before it happens.
That Drake is gone. Now,
and he doesn't even die. Wow. He doesn't die either. Oh my god.
Inspired pops the ulti nice and early there. Does not want to get caught unawares. Busio shows up to try to help get him out of there, but Inspired is already gone. Meanwhile,
this guy's dealing with the rest of Shop. Okay, I mean, can I just say that Contracts, like, when he's pulling this guy, keep him keep him next to Fudge. Like, Fudge is literally gonna combo him to death. And yet, like, because, like, Fudge cannot get in time to W. Oh my god. How frustrating, man. And he gets out. And also, by the way, the entire time, Syndra never TPs. She's quite literally hitting the top turret. And denying waves. They're also losing the bot wave for this collapse. So they lost both sides while making a 5-man play on mid. 5v4. And they got nothing. Wow. Wow. Oh boy. boy, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's they're just getting completely and utterly outplayed. In like in that situation alone, that is just you got outplayed as a team.
Okay, so everybody note the time of day, and we'll take a look at the Tryndamere increase in play rate and solo queue here. 4 p.m.
Don't get me wrong, Palafox losing is like not ideal. It's very unideal. But SR did find a way in using their bot lane, their Corki. And then they needed to transfer this into something, you know? Like where they can just like bully their opponents, and they never actually bullied their opponents. Outside of that one dive, there really wasn't really much bullying. Besides that one, okay, I would say that one scenario in top try where they catch Busio, but Busio, this game, has been doing a lot of illegal shit. Unfortunately, we're just not good enough to, like, the SR is just not good enough to punish it. And, you know, when Flycus goes to international, I mean, like, that's definitely something that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see about this game, though. We are getting rotation up to the top side here for Shopify, but it was over wards, so Flyquest are working with information here.
Of course, if you get enough scrims and they end up just punishing you anyways, then cool. I mean, maybe they'll actually care about the situation, but yeah. For now, I'll definitely say there's some problems.
Try to work on building that gold lead back for some players. Whippo, nice unstoppable for the interrupt there on contracts. Also guarantees they can flash into the pale and know that he's safe. Well played from Whippo. Yeah, that was just about perfect in the defense. There's 4 members on top side from Shopify. He ults, these shells, impact interrupts, that flashes out from that ulti again. That means tower's going down in mid lane. Palfox is going to get pushed back. They're trying to get something to happen on the other side of the map.
It is so funny, man. Watching this situation plan out. Like, notice, like, SR literally hard leans into topside. They don't have control of bot. So, like, okay, we're gonna cross into topside. Otacon's open, maybe we can pull them over. The Corki, for whatever the reason, doesn't just shift over. Like, I don't know why he's getting distracted hitting that, but Corki should literally be here with the team to help kill Sion. He's not. There was a real shot that they could just kill the Sion if the Corki actually shifts over. Again, not sure why we have just one guy randomly, like, at odds with what everyone else is doing, but what they do. So now they're late to mid, and honestly at that point, like, should they have just done this? No, they don't have Skarner R, so they didn't want to pull it. So they have to wait. So you got Sion Flash, which is like absolutely useless, and we have a TP. Sion has his push first, so he can shift over and boost the team. Dragon's coming up. Oh, these guys are spicy. Oh, they didn't do it. Okay, I thought it was gonna be really spicy. So this play here, now look at this one. Quad is up here, he has okay vision, it's not phenomenal, and he's literally going to contest the guys like this. Now, for Palafox, when this guy's going at you, like, okay, you get stunned, right? What am I missing here?
Just about everybody.
And the Leona, what's going on with the Leona? You know, the Leona is like showing mid. But there's like, your Skarner's top. Like, you're quite clearly not doing anything on mid. So he gets denied on mid, so he's late to top. If Leona was topside in this moment, this looks way better. Leona will help catch this situation, but she's late. Now this guy's like kind of like trying to play it out. They're trying to all go all in on the Syndra.
Will not be able to do so as FlyQuest tried to exfiltrate here, but Whippo has arrived to try to help his team able to do so.
Does Hui have R this entire time, by the way? Because he definitely could just
lock up the FlyQuest mid there onto Palafox, but now contracts for almost everyone. Quad finds a quick burst there onto Palafox, but now contracts is swooping.
Okay, that's definitely your R right there as contracts. Like, you should just get his flash now.
In to try to lock.
Just get his flash. If he flashes away, the play is done anyways.
Lock up the
he doesn't. Quad dodges, and now Quad should just be out. But Quad, I don't know, Quad's doing some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie. Quad's definitely doing some pretty weird shit.
Not be able to do so.
And so now this is like a legit play.
FlyQuest tried to exfiltrate here, but Whippo has arrived to try to help his team out. There's the Syndra ulti on to Fudge, who's staying alive for now. They've made their way onto Quad, but they can't quite kill him here just yet. Fudge needs more damage, and he won't find it.
It's so criminal. It's so criminal, man. Watching this, look, if he doesn't want to Skarner R to get the flash right away, and he wants to save to see if this guy does something stupid, which he is doing something stupid. First off, he does a Syndra stun. Palafox does not get hit. I don't know if Palafox has E, but he should at least toss his R. To be honest, like the slow field and everything will make this play feel 10 times better. This guy gets stunned up. You have Leo R, who should now be saying, hey, I can flash on this guy. Hey, just wait. This guy should always get pulled back. He's always dead. You also, because he just burned his entire set, he has no fucking abilities left. You also could just go on the two guys on the right and probably move them to the wall and kill both these guys. Because this guy's pretty much a dead character now. Because he used his E, he used his R. Well, we don't know if he used his R yet, right? But like he's using his Q, his W, like everything's gone. So they could just go on these guys. Like in all purposes, Quad has entered the map by doing what he did. And yet, it doesn't matter. Because SR just plays it horribly. And like, yeah, Bavoy can't just like walk into these guys even though he wants to. I mean, maybe Bavoy should be flashing. Because if Bavoy fucking flash QEs, he probably cleans like 2 people. Then he's gonna W out and pray to God his team can like get him out of it. If he dies, he dies. I mean, like, you know, if you're doing that kind of play, you're probably pretty dead. But at least you did something. So you don't. We're not committing the right way, and they actually get cleaned with a pentakill, and Inspired has done absolutely nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the biggest and most important maneuver that Inspired made this game was basically when they lured them into doing Herald, and he took the drag plus a kill bot plus tower. I think that play was massive. But at the same time, outside of it, yeah, he's just been farming and trying to just be present, and that's about it. You know, he hasn't really had to do a whole lot, and like his teammates are definitely slipping a little bit in their discipline, but SR just not good enough to actually make these plays good enough. And like, I mean, like, what the fuck is Quad doing here? Like, I mean, his teammates are literally leaning left with Scion, and they're pressing into this area for what, a blue buff, and then like contesting him, and now he's just like randomly in no man's land and he's dead. And it's like, why? You know what I mean? Like if I'm thinking as like FlyQuest and seeing us beating these guys, I'm thinking, yeah, SR is not like that great, but holy shit, man, we gotta like really watch out on how we're inting, because these ints are just like awful. Here's Blippo messing with this guy. I mean, they just took the wave. They have reasonable vision. They're starting to just kind of harass. They're cleaning everything. Blippo literally doesn't need to do anything else, by the way. I mean, like,
now a lot of danger here for Contracts. Defensively, Leona ult locks up Masu here. They're really trying to put some pressure on the FlyQuest AD carry, but they're not.
Oh, Masu could have gone really screwed there, actually.
With the entire team, you know, teleporting on him, and they use Skarner ult and Leona ult at him.
Now a lot of danger here for Contracts. Defensively, Leona ult locks up Masu here.
Thing there. With the entire team.
Also, Hui is literally not showing and heading towards them, so
now a lot of danger here for Contracts. Defensively, Leona ult locks up Masu here. They're really trying to put some pressure on the FlyQuest AD carry, but they're not.
okay, thank God, like, Palafox is finally doing this. Like, it took him so long to actually realize, like, he could just toss his shit on the, like, the tank.
Now a lot of danger.
But he always has Cleanse, so that's why he doesn't really feel that worried on how this is going. I think stunning him definitely feels pretty damn good. If Fudge has E, he actually probably could keep going into them at this point. And just commit his life and like hope it like pans out the right way. But regardless, it's just like FlyQuest is just kind of like losing ground and losing people for nothing. So Whippo dies.
Inspired spins back in, but a nice Mega Gnar buys Fudge. Supposed still frontlining, gonna use the pass.
Honestly, he should just stun the Tryndamere, by the way. Like, he should just toss his W out at Inspired. Inspired has the flash and play it from there. Like, he doesn't need to rush anything right now. Like, if his Skarner especially is going to come back into this play, like, damn, can you imagine if he had his ER ready for these guys above him? It looks a lot better. So again, it looks like SR is close to finding opportunities, finding ways to win the game that FlyQuest are just randomly giving, instead of just playing a cleaner game. And I mean, they got Baron even, which is like, and he lived. I mean, they got Baron and he lived, and they can convert that maybe to next drag. I don't know. So they immediately start a fight on mid. Masu eats shit from the Corki.
And we see him here living with 5 health. Forward back to life. They're fighting.
I gotta say, CEOs has had some really good ultis going into this game. He's actually had some pretty good ultis. I feel like he definitely could have, if he didn't auto and he just R'd here now. Because who is this in front of him? Who has the is that Quad? Yeah, it's Quad. I mean, it's good that Blippo tanked it, but also, like, once again, Palafox is so damn slow at doing this shit. Like, if this guy's getting stunned, he should insta-R. Like, insta-R. I know he wants to press E, but he should just throw his R now. And if Quad gets hit by that, he is really in a really bad spot. Like, Fudge, like, pops over.
Seo's dropping incredibly low, and Quad's gonna grab the first kill on him. Inspired approaches, lands a chicken shout, but nothing more. More roots onto Fudge through the feathers as he flashes back over the
that should have been better for them, honestly. They could have played that better. And there's no reason for FlyQuest to even be doing that. Again, like, you just need to have firm control of the river and play it out for the dragon. And at this point, like, I mean, like, you're the team with Baron. You have control of the wave. You can kind of mess with a little bit. You have Fudge with Mega. No flash. Quad has no flash. Skarnar is almost up. And it looks like Leo R is up. And Leo has flash. Honestly, looking where Masu is, he definitely could just try sending it and, like, pushing these guys out. I mean, they just have to push them out, right? That's all they have to really do.
Individual gold lead down to bot lane, pushes that wave, just playing
as a whole. B-Boy is almost tricky. They still have a shot here.
Yeah, the Scion is just such a brick wall, though. Blippo creates so much space with this unending despair, and he's locking.
I mean, he also definitely could just go on the Rakan. The Rakan literally has nothing in front of him, and you just need to push these guys out. Like, they just have to use spells where they see them and just push them out. That's it. And this guy sits on the flank. And yeah, maybe this guy tries to chase you down. He's just going to use his spells. It is what it is. That's all you can do. They don't really get much. They kind of dance around for, like, way too long. And then finally, when, like, Leona goes in, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, he's just getting, I mean, they played horribly. SR there. They played it really bad. This was a very winnable game for SR. That's actually very funny to see how, even though I remember seeing, like, yeah, like, Inspire got a pentakill on Tryndamere, and, like, yes, I know FlyQuest wins the series, wins this game, but was it, like, remotely close? Because when I started, like, seeing it, by the time I saw it, like, the game was, like, pretty much already over. I did not see all these moments where, yes, FlyQuest are progressively getting objectives over SR, but in some of these, like, mid-late fights, SR has a legit chance of winning if they just play better. I mean, of course, like, I mean, he uses his Skarner E in a very weird ways at times. Like, it's not very useful. And yeah, I don't know. I'd say Skarner Ace were like half and half. I mean, they know they don't have Mega on Gnar. They're pretty much just solo hitting like Scion every single time, and they're not really getting any threat on the back line. The Palafox way looked awful, and that's kind of the ball game, man. I mean, the MVP of this game for sure. Oh, there's two people I would go with. So Quad obviously won and did well, and there's technically Busio as well, because I feel like he got away with a lot of bullshit, but at the same time, he was playing the bullshit well. As the worst player, I mean, it definitely is Palafox. Like, for sure, it is Palafox. He was awful. And yeah, yeah, it's just definitively, it's Palafox. He was awful. And if these guys do ever get to like face FlyQuest a second time, I mean, of course, you're going to hope that mid lane goes better, but really the main focus would be ensuring you're getting objectives. I mean, really, just ensure you're getting objectives, and then when they're inting, like when FlyQuest is 100% inting, because they do this a lot. They just walk into zones with no clear backup. It's all fake. It's all feint, and they get away with it. Don't let them get away with it. That's it.